Welcome everybody to Calidan Shipyards Station Modular Building System. This video is just a short video to introduce my modular station builder kit to you, in hopes you'll find it useful and just so that you're familiar with the different components of it. Anyway, what we've got in front of us here is just a couple of examples of some very quickly thrown together stations that I threw together utilising this kit. Yeah, they're out of alignment, but they're stations, so I can't really adjust them now. Anyway, this modular system is exactly that. Each of these floors, the bands, the coloured bands, do generally indicate a floor in themselves. Like, for example, grey. This grey band here indicates that this is the hangar module. The red and red again, they are production. So we've got refinery module there, an assembler and storage module there. Again, the grey at the top is more of a ship utilitarian or utility module. So this one's an end cap or a landing platform. If we come on down here, the double red bands and the red highlights this is a power module. So power and production are usually, in this case, are red mostly. The different modules have got different colours other than that. This one over here is a completely different arrangement, as you can tell. We've actually got 3 different structures connected through these tunnels here, and they're walkable tunnels, you can walk between them. In this case, again, we've got the hangar module here with the utility cap top and bottom. So orientation is irrelevant. You can actually come in and land your ship upside down in relation to everything else, that is. You might have a bit of trouble when it comes to utilising the gravity to float up or down, but if you use your jetpack, that's not a problem. In here, this tall apexing module at the top I call the crown of the system, because it's a big connector module. Down here, what have we got here? This is the storage and assemblies. Coming further down, that's the connector module in between there. I was just wondering what that was. Yep, so that's a connector module through the middle, which is a very narrow floor. We've got refineries and power module at the bottom here. Come back over here, we've got a second power module, so lots and lots of power being generated here. Blue indicates habitat, life support blue. Up in here we've got observation lounges inside walls inside there. We've got lots of cryopods, plenty of storage there. Down in the subfloor, in the sub-basement so to speak, which is about where this blue band is actually, we've got primary oxygen generation. I've tied that to the habitat module because the habitat module is going to need lots and lots of oxygen. This yellow module at the top here is hydrogen storage, followed again by one of the utility landing pad caps. But that's just a couple of quick examples of throwing together different configurations of stations using this kit. And over here we've got the actual kit itself, as stands to this point. I can't think of much more I want to add to it, so I figured now's the time to actually put it up on the workshop and let others play around with it and maybe use it and find it useful, hopefully. Anyway, just running over the different modules, we've got that's our hydrogen. This one here I call the CNC, or command and control module. It's a primary module which has lots of displays, as you can see down there. There are lots of programmable blocks down in here. It does seem to have a little bit of a problem though, and I haven't been able to figure out why. I think it's to do with a particular script. I think it's actually maybe the floor plan script. I've noticed it happen in other worlds that I used last floor plan. This particular module doesn't cause me any problems, and I can enable it and use it and have it display floor plan correctly, and it doesn't seem to impact sim speed or game performance. If I paste this in from blueprints, however, all of a sudden my game starts stuttering. Literally, it's if I try and move, it moves exactly like what you're seeing on the screen at the moment. Start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. But if you check sim speed, it doesn't seem to impact sim speed at all, so I'm not sure exactly what's causing that. So I will admit I generally don't put the CNC module in, only because whilst it's a very nice module and I'm very pleased with how it turned out, it does cause a bit of an impact on the game, and I'm not sure why. And my rig should be able to handle it. Running a 16 gig memory and a 4 gig graphics, and yeah, I can do 3D rendering and I don't have any problems with it. Anyway, this is the habitat module. Hang on. Yes, habitat module. There's all our cryopods down under the floor down here, as you can see. Primary oxygen generation. Over here to our left, we've got our power plant, primary power plant down the bottom here. Lots of reactors. What have we got? 16 reactors. There is a couple of programmable blocks down under there as well. This white one is the template. This is one of the station module template. You put 5 conveyor junctions in there, and then convey everything onto that. If you match the 5 at the same level at the top here, you know it'll match up perfectly with the floors above and below. That's the crown. Then we've got our assemblers, all fully upgraded. Refineries, all fully upgraded. These are just the way I upgrade them. Feel free to reconfigure them as you wish. And the hangar module for storing those little vessels in and docking in through there. Now over here, these, besides that big one over there, centre of screen, which is just the end cap, the landing pad. To our left here, we've got 2 other power plant modules. They are identical to the first. The first is a unique one in that this jagged section here is actually on dual pistons at the bottom here, and when enabled, it actually throbs. It pulses, it goes down and up. It just sits there. It doesn't do anything. It's not functional other than it just goes up and down and adds animated movement to the bottom of the station and makes it look cool. However, with some of the recent changes, there was a lot of issues with the pistons clanging, so I actually disabled that to save it tearing itself apart, which it had a bad habit of doing. But so I could sort of still continue and work with it without problems of clang. I created these 2 versions of it as well. There are no pistons in either of these. These are just statics. This is fully up. This is half down. There is also access airlock doors, if you will, into the structure in behind those, so you can get in and out. Each of these modules, when connected up, are fully airtight, so once you close all the doors inside a completed structure, the thing will fully pressurize up. Each module comes with its own oxygen generators and batteries for independent support. So if one module gets damaged, you can literally seal it off and the rest are fine. Each of these corridors, the corridors themselves, passageways, whatever you want to call them, are not controlled by air or oxygen atmosphere. They gain their pressurization from opening one of the doors once the interior is pressurized. Of course, if you utilize it to exit into a vacuum space, that whole corridor or passage will become vacuum. So they do extend the entire length of the station. But I think it's a small price to pay. These that we're just looking at are the connectors. If you notice, they've got a connector arm in various configurations. We've got 1 connector arm there, 2 on this one at right angles, or 2 one opposite the other. This one's got 3 connector arms, and this one's got all 4. So with various combinations of these, you can create the different sprawling arrangements like we've got over here, which they're all connected up. But if we have a quick look inside, just scooting through here, there it is there. you can actually walk through the intervening corridor from one module to another. You do need to utilise jetpacks to go up and down the passages, since gravity is defined and will push you that way if you put all the modules in the same orientation. That said, each module comes with its own independent gravity generator, and they are configured such that each gravity field perfectly blends to the next. So there is no overlapping of gravity fields. You don't go from a 1G to a 2G back to a 1G, not even for a split second. They match up exactly to the point where it becomes a singular 1G across all modules as you're moving up and down through the station. Anyway, that's the basic configuration. I hope you find it useful, and feel free to throw some comments on the workshop page if you do find it useful, and what arrangements. I'm interested in seeing screenies or whatever or different type of arrangements and configurations you come up with. So for now, yeah, enjoy my Calidan Shipyards station or modular station system. Yeah, I haven't actually got a real official name for it. That sort of pretty much boils down to that. I'd also suggest blueprinting all of these components if you do load this build up. They will show up, they're all named, so they will show up in your blueprints list like this. So CS, Calidan Shipyards, Station Module, Assembler, Command, Connect 1, Connect 2, 2A, that's the two different configurations of the 2 points. 3, 4, the Crown, which is the big tall one with the connectors on it. End Cap, which is the small flat one with the single landing pad in the middle. Habitat, Hangar, Hydrogen Refining, the Shell, which is the template, and then you've got the active command module, active power module, and the 2 static power plants as well. So, yep, I hope you enjoy, and thanks for watching.